All right, welcome back. It's early January 1862, and let's get right into the action. In Virginia, basically, I've decided to hold the western part of Virginia. I'm going to take at least another huge hit of losses here, um, and what I'm going to do is send basically send supply units that are able to rail over this way. Um, and I'm hoping that this, will be enough where we won't enough supply to get there in time, where we won't take any more losses other than after this turn. So there is a depot here. It is one, two, three, four, or four regions between that and Harper's Ferry. So hopefully that'll be enough to start draw it over. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of movement going on in Virginia. Basically, I'm sending B up to join Harper's Ferry. Jackson's going to return there and take over the forces. I'm actually sending B up here just because, as a temporary thing. He'll pull back to Winchester once, um, probably after a turn or two. Beauregard continues to hold. Longstreet will be holding Fredericksburg, and eventually we'll need to basically make a new division and get this division over to Suffolk or Norfolk. We have a whole bunch of generals are kind of going all over in Virginia, Wilmington, Charleston, Savannah, Tennessee, even a couple of them out west. In Kentucky, Johnston's force is going to pull back a turn and pull back a region, and that way I don't want Grant to be able to basically sneak around him very easily. Out west, I'm actually going to. It seems silly, but I don't really know if there's another. Yeah, maybe I should send him here. A little bit of supply there. Let me do that. There's actually no supply up here really, and so it's kind of difficult to maintain it. So what I'm trying to do is actually just increase our military control, send a unit here, bring the Native American units forward, as well. I have one regiment on the way here. Maybe we'll take Fort Belmont. We are going to try to hold Leavenworth. As you can see, another force is arriving, and I am sending Thompson as well to increase the CP, which I think should work. We'll leave one militia unit in Lawrenceville. These are pretty much the highlights. There are a few big decisions in the strategic, what do you call this? Yeah, strategic atlas. I'm going to get one cavalry unit. You can see what we're building. A few more brigades in Richmond. There's one in Texas. There's one in Wake, and a sharpshooter unit, and a small couple regiments in Louisiana. We're going to get more rail. We're also going to pay premium volunteers. This time we're going to pay $1. Last time we didn't pay anything. It didn't work out so well. And going to sell bonds. On the regional decision front, we are going to be getting all four partisans, one here in Virginia, and then three out in Tennessee. All right, that's pretty much it. So let's run the turn and see what happens. All right, we're back. It's a very quiet turn. Let me take us back to Virginia. The turn ended in Kentucky. There actually were no battles at all, and no supply arrived. Oops. No supply arrived. And so, yep, basically we didn't have any supply arrive. And no supplies arrived in the depot, so it's even worse. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Just not a good roll here. What I'm going to try to do now is let's look at the weather. Harsh weather. So, ooh, oh, that that is that's that's painful. There's no other way to describe it. The whole division has basically just gone away. So it said they could get there, but apparently supply wagons actually could not arrive. And it's like there's one stuck here. All right, sorry, I was back. I was just had to really kind of like think about what's going on. Basically, it looks like the weather again messed up getting the wagons out into Western Virginia. I don't actually see any messages about it, but it's definitely what appears to be the case. So if we do this is the current weather now. There's no harsh weather, so perhaps in this next time I will be able to move. But I basically need to decide if this force, as you can tell, that's really painful to see. I've pretty much lost a division. And it's pretty much, it's almost completely gone away. So I need to decide what to do, if I should just completely pull back or try to swap it out, or something. They didn't get this didn't bring any supply in at all. And we have some partisan units here, so a lot to think about. I didn't really, there's just some movement here, basically some more forces coming into Alexandria. Out in Kentucky, one thing that interesting happened, the Union, I don't think I did that, but it looks like they destroyed the railroad. So they have moved in down here. There's one of our partisan units. We took Mason, Kentucky. Oh, that's weird. They took. Okay, so it's a partisan unit there. We did take the fort here with 96 supply, so that's nice. Otherwise, you can see here's Wadi's force. Again, we're not really bringing in any supply as far as I can tell, and so they are now down to 43. So they have enough supply for probably about two more turns, but not much beyond that. So a pretty quiet turn. I think, obviously I've made some mistakes here without a doubt, and I didn't know about the railroad, could not work in winter. So I'll see. I'll think about what to do and see if there's enough to actually hold the area. As far as the messages go, okay, so we're talking about guerrilla soldiers. There are partisans. There we go. Another 92 hits, 29 hits. So these are some massive losses. Mostly movement, as you can see. Here we go. This is one positive news. We did take the fort here. We got right at 96 supply. So that might be enough to come over here and get resupplied, basically. But the weather, as you can see, is really bad. So wow, very harsh weather. Yeah, we might just actually just stay here and recover. Yeah, basically, it's hard to do. It's hard to do a lot in the winter, as you can see. Yeah, we just with the supply issues, it's difficult. Here we go. We got 713 money, 339 conscripts. Looks like we got 150 from the turn. plenty of war supply now, and then 128 around. We don't have much river points, so we're going to need to. In fact, I'll go ahead and do it now before I forget, and that is increase the river pool. All right, so I need to think about what to do, especially in this part of Virginia, considering the weather, and I will see you next time.